Our first team, Team Midori, is represented by Diana Dalsky, Juri Aito, Kazuya Sakamoto, and Michael Yu. They worked with the guidance of teachers Regina Brinker, Takeo Hachimaya, and Mayamuro Taizakawa. They will be presenting first. Let's welcome them to the stage.
Hello, my name is Kazuya.
I'm Michael.
My name is Juri.
I'm Diana.
And our community is Sendai. Sendai is a city in Miyagi Prefecture that was hit by March 11 earthquake and tsunami, causing around 700 deaths and about 640 billion yen in damage. We have the opportunity to remake Sendai into a community that can better prepare for these kinds of disasters. Sendai currently has a population of little over 1 million citizens, and one of the main problems with Sendai is a decreasing population because of young people going to Tokyo, as well as the 3/11 tsunami. We would like to make a more disaster-resistant, appearing smart community that will attract more tourists and resident because of an overall higher quality of life. First of all, I'm going to talk about the tsunami prevention in Sendai. Our solution to tsunami prevention is making a breakwater forest that is planted in front of the concrete seawalls that are already in Sendai. This forest acts as a seawall while keeping green space in community. We already had this idea in 1839. In 1839, when the tsunami hit the coast, people there decided to make a breakwater forest made by Japanese pine trees, or matsu. And it didn't really work. What it did at the 2011 tsunami was they actually fall down really easily, and it crashed into the building, and it pulled down people, cars, and building into the ocean. So what are we going to do is we're going to make a breakwater forest that has various kinds of trees and bushes with strong roots. And this will, when the tsunami came, this won't prevent 100% of the tsunami, but it will make the tsunami more weaker. And it catches people, building, and cars when it's dragging down to the ocean. And we are also stressing these trees by planting them high up on mounds. And we can use the rubble from the tsunami on 3/11 on the Tohoku area. And what we all have to do is all we have to do is separate the rubble into what we can use and what we cannot use, and use what we can use rubble into and pile it up as a mound. And all you have to do is put a dirt on it and plant the tree, and this is what it's going to look like. We're gonna have a mound, so the forest is gonna be higher, and it's gonna be a nice look because it has many trees, and it's also, if we made this a water break, the longest in the world, I think the longest water break was 13 kilometers. So if we make this waterfall longer than that, it's gonna be very famous all over the world, and if this becomes famous, many foreign tourists will come to see, and also there's gonna be a Japanese student to study here as a field trip, and if we have tourists, it's gonna earn money. So we can use this earned money to rebuild the city or to make this water break more stronger.
So an additional challenge in the next 20 years that we foresee would concern energy. And what we need to do is meet the growing energy demand due to the increasing technological consumption that we're projecting, while making a more disaster-resistant community that is less reliant on fossil fuels. Our solution operates on two key levels: the local level, which concerns homes and businesses, and the community-wide level. So at the local level, we can implement a combination of solar cells and energy storage batteries. In addition, solar energy availability in the area can fluctuate sometimes, so we also propose having hydrogen fuel cells as a secondary source of energy, just as in the Toshiba smart home. And this can also be used to power vehicles, so this would lower carbon emissions in the community. Furthermore, we can create smart meters to minimize energy consumption in homes and businesses through data-based prediction and detection of energy use. At the community level, we can implement renewable energy in a power grid system. So one thing that's interesting is that Sendai has already experimented with a microgrid system, which combines the use of solar cells, fuel cells. This is a phosphoric acid fuel cell. And then we have natural gas as well. And they found that this was able to recover from a major interruption in about 1 minute, which is which would allow transportation services and hospitals to run relatively uninterrupted during a major disaster. So one thing that we would do is extend this system of connected, small, fast recovery grids, but phase out the reliance on fossil fuels here over the next 20 years. And we would implement instead wind and tidal energy in the area in conjunction with large-scale energy storage solutions, such as supercapacitors or flow batteries. These renewable sources are perfectly suited to the environment, climate in Sendai, with wind speeds around 7 miles per hour and constant tides reaching 2 meters inland. In conclusion, implementing these solutions can lead to a cleaner and more disaster-resistant community.
Another concern we have is transportation. Sendai must urgently rebuild the coastal city for a more smooth escape from tsunamis and for better traffic. Since Sendai is geographically flat, the waves were thought to spread into the whole city when the 3/11 earthquake struck. However, since the Sendai East High Road, which is this green line over here, was 6 meters high, it prevented the waves from spreading further into the west, which is further inland. So our first goal for transportation is to build roads higher and stronger and to create communities on the west side of these high roads. There are other things that we need to improve besides preparing for the earthquake. Sendai is ranked the 9th worst traffic congestion city in Japan. It's gotten to a point where Sendai had to create a new subway this December as an alternative to cars, which turns into obstacles in the case of natural disasters. So our solution to this is to design a smart traffic system that tracks and controls automobile transportation. By linking intelligent transportation system, or ITCs, we could drastically improve driving experiences in Sendai. Although Japanese car companies have already developed the ITC system, it has yet to be completely synchronized. We have also designed numerous smart on-road facilities for a better driving experience, including automated drive-through systems and LED information panels that display data such as accidents and traffic. We will also design reversible lanes to improve traffic flow during rush hours. With all these solutions, we could create a city with a public transportation system that is safer, smarter, and more coordinated.
Healthcare is one of the keys to a happy and healthy life for the citizens of Sendai. One of the biggest problems with healthcare as it is the efficiency of diagnosing diseases and illnesses early on. Our goal is to improve the screening process for diseases using new technology. On the screen, you can see the screening ages and what diseases are screened at what age for both genders. We'd like to make this an easier process so that it's less complicated and more efficient. We would like to use necklace or bracelets like Toshiba's smartware, which could track and record as well as scan your body for health problems and risks regularly. We would also like the data to be transferred to the cloud so that each user could have records built in for their health, as well as a citywide health recording so that the hospitals would know what the larger areas of health would need to be focused on. By advancing the Toshiba smartware technology, it will lead to easier diagnosis of illnesses and diseases and healthier and happier citizens of Sendai. Therefore, by implementing all of these plans together, we'll be able to create a cleaner, happier, and healthier community within the Sendai area. Thank you. Arigato.